unleash your inner force, the radical power of action and discipline. Ever feel like you're standing at the edge of your potential, gazing at a breathtaking vista of dreams and ambitions, yet your feet remain stubbornly glued to the spot? It's a familiar frustration, isn't it? That nagging sense that you're capable of so much more, yet something invisible, something insidious, keeps you tethered to the comfort of the ordinary. Here's a stark reality check. That invisible force isn't some external conspiracy. It's often the seductive whisper of procrastination, the alluring pull of instant gratification, and the deeply ingrained habit of waiting for the mythical moment when motivation magically strikes. But what if that moment never truly arrives? What if the very notion of waiting for the perfect conditions is the most significant roadblock on your path to a truly extraordinary life? Think about it. How many brilliant ideas have withered on the vine? How many transformative goals have faded into the background noise of daily life, simply because we were waiting to feel like it? Today, we're not just dipping our toes into the shallow end of self-improvement. We're diving headfirst into the profound and often counterintuitive truth behind achieving anything worthwhile. It's not about finding motivation. It's about forging discipline. And it's about understanding the radical power of immediate, unwavering action. Section 1. The Great Motivation Misdirection: Why Waiting Keeps You Grounded. We've all been there, haven't we? Scrolling through inspiring quotes, watching motivational videos, maybe even visualizing our success with fervent intensity. And yet, the actual work, the gritty, sometimes tedious steps required to turn those visions into reality, often remain untouched. We tell ourselves, I'll start when I feel more inspired, or once I have a clearer plan, then I'll take action. But this, my friends, is the great motivation misdirection, a subtle trap that keeps countless individuals tethered to the starting line. The titans of achievement, the individuals who have carved their mark on the world, from Tony Robbins' electrifying stage presence to Dr. Joe Dispenza's mind-bending explorations of consciousness, from Jordan Peterson's rigorous insights into human behavior to Napoleon Hill's timeless wisdom on success, they all converge on a singular, powerful truth. Waiting for motivation is akin to waiting for a perpetually delayed train. It might show up eventually, but relying on its arrival is a recipe for stagnation. Tony Robbins, with his characteristic dynamism, cuts through the noise with a powerful declaration. Energy doesn't come before action, it comes from action. Think about a time you felt lethargic, perhaps dreading a workout. But once you actually started moving, a surge of energy followed, almost as if the act of initiation itself flipped a switch within you. This isn't some mystical phenomenon. It's the fundamental principle that movement creates momentum, both physically and mentally. You don't need a tidal wave of motivation to begin. You need a standard, a non-negotiable commitment to take action, regardless of your fleeting feelings. Jordan Peterson, with his pragmatic approach, reinforces this, stating unequivocally, motivation is unstable. What you need is discipline, because discipline is the gatekeeper. Imagine a gatekeeper standing guard at the entrance to your dreams. Motivation is a whimsical visitor, showing up sporadically and often unreliably. Discipline, on the other hand, is the steadfast guardian, always present, always ready to grant you passage if you adhere to the rules of consistent effort. He further emphasizes the critical distinction with the powerful assertion, you don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your discipline. It's not the grandiosity of your aspirations that determines your success. It's the unwavering consistency of your disciplined actions that will ultimately shape your reality. Even the legendary Napoleon Hill, whose principles have guided generations towards achievement, cautions us against the seductive illusion of motivation. He declares, motivation is a liar. It's a trap dressed in inspiration. Motivation fades, emotion changes, but discipline, action, that's what rewires everything. Think of your brain as a complex network of pathways. Every time you act with discipline, even when you don't feel like it, you're forging new, stronger neural connections, reinforcing the habit of action. Motivation, being an emotion, is as transient as the weather. Discipline, however, is the unwavering compass that keeps you pointed towards your true north, regardless of the emotional storms that may brew within. Dr. Joe Dispenza, while exploring the intricate interplay between thoughts and emotions, also underscores the paramount importance of discipline. He explains, discipline is what helps you maintain focus and stay committed to your goals, even when it's not easy or when you'd rather do something else. Consider those moments when the allure of comfort, the siren call of procrastination, feels almost irresistible. It's in those very moments that discipline steps in, the quiet but firm hand that guides you back to your chosen path. It's the ability to override your immediate desires for the sake of your long-term vision. So let's dismantle this pervasive myth of motivation. Stop waiting for the elusive spark. Instead, cultivate the unwavering flame of discipline, and let the act of consistent effort be the true engine that drives you forward. Section 2. The Courage Catalyst. How Action Annihilates Fear and Incertitude. What often masquerades as a lack of motivation is, in reality, the paralyzing grip of fear and hesitation. That knot of anxiety in your stomach before a big presentation, that nagging self-doubt whispering in your ear when you consider pursuing a new venture, that inertia that keeps you rooted in place despite your yearning for change. These are all manifestations of the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of stepping outside the comfortable confines of your current reality. But here's the empowering truth, the liberating secret that the masters of achievement have discovered. Action is not just a means to an end. It is the most potent antidote to fear itself. Tony Robbins, with his signature intensity, states with absolute certainty, the second you move, fear dies. Think about it. That initial moment of taking a step, sending that email, making that phone call, often feels like the hardest part. But once you're in motion, that initial fear begins to dissipate, replaced by a sense of momentum, a feeling of taking control. He challenges us directly. Pick one thing you've been putting off, and do it now. Not when it's comfortable, not when you feel like it. Now. This isn't about reckless impulsivity. It's about understanding that the longer you allow fear to fester in the stillness of inaction, the stronger its hold becomes. Jordan Peterson echoes this sentiment, emphasizing the crucial role of acting in defiance of our feelings. He argues, growth doesn't happen in the comfortable. It happens when you say, I'm afraid, but I'll speak anyway. Consider those moments of profound personal growth you've experienced. Were they born out of ease and comfort? Or did they emerge from navigating challenging, perhaps even frightening situations? It's in those moments of pushing past our perceived limitations, of acting despite our anxieties, that we truly expand our capabilities and build unshakable confidence. Napoleon Hill delves deeper into the insidious nature of hesitation, identifying it as the greatest threat to your goals, even more so than failure itself. He astutely observes that hesitation is a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken. Action is the cure. Forward is the answer. Think of hesitation as a mental quicksand. The longer you linger, the deeper you sink into inaction. The only way to escape its pull is to take decisive action, to move forward, even if the path ahead isn't perfectly clear. He powerfully asserts, you must act before you feel ready. You must move before you feel courageous. Confidence isn't what comes first, it's what comes after the action. Dr. Joe Dispenza, focusing on the internal landscape of overcoming self-doubt, a significant form of fear, reinforces this principle. He explains, you will never feel completely ready. Confidence comes with action, not from waiting for the perfect moment. Think about learning a new skill. Did you feel completely confident before you even tried? Probably not. It was through the act of practicing, of making mistakes and learning from them, that your confidence gradually grew. The same principle applies to all areas of life. Don't wait for the elusive feeling of readiness. Instead, embrace the power of imperfect action, knowing that each step forward, however small, chips away at the edifice of fear and builds the solid foundation of self-assurance. Section 3. The Comfort Zone Conspiracy. Why staying still means falling behind. There's an undeniable allure to the comfort zone. That familiar space where routines are established, challenges are minimal, and the need for growth feels pleasantly absent. It's tempting to settle into this perceived sanctuary, to resist the discomfort that often accompanies meaningful change. But the wisdom of our guiding voices paints a starkly different picture. The comfort zone isn't a safe haven. It's a breeding ground for stagnation, a subtle conspiracy against your own potential. Tony Robbins doesn't mince words when he declares, your future is being murdered every second you waste by you, because you stopped negotiating with your excuses. Think about the dreams you've allowed to gather dust, the aspirations you've relegated to the realm of someday. Every moment spent clinging to the familiar, every excuse you offer for your inaction is a tiny chip taken out of your potential future. He issues a powerful ultimatum. No more excuses, no more waiting, the clock starts now. Jordan Peterson, with his insightful analysis of human nature, identifies comfort as nothing less than the enemy of growth. He argues with conviction, if you're not willing to be uncomfortable, you're not willing to change. Think about the most significant periods of transformation in your life. Were they comfortable? Probably not. They likely involved stepping into the unknown, facing challenges, and pushing beyond your existing limitations. He aptly calls excuses poison and the silent killers of ambition. They are the justifications we construct to rationalize our inaction, slowly eroding our drive and preventing us from reaching our full potential. Napoleon Hill, in his direct and impactful style, states unequivocally, "You are a prisoner of your own damn excuses." Think about the walls you've built around yourself with justifications for why you can't, why you shouldn't, why now isn't the right time. These excuses, however well-intentioned they may seem, are the bars of your self-imposed prison, limiting your horizons and preventing you from experiencing the richness of a life lived fully. He insists, kill your excuses right here, right now. No more waiting. No more someday. No more, I'll start when I feel ready. Ready is a lie. Dr. Joe Dispenza, while perhaps using gentler language, also underscores the necessity of transcending our self-imposed limitations. He emphasizes the need to push beyond your current limits and recognizes that growth and achievement are not found in comfort zones. Think of your current capabilities as a boundary. Staying within that boundary might feel safe, but it also restricts your expansion. True growth requires a conscious and deliberate effort to step outside that familiar territory, to embrace the discomfort of learning and stretching yourself. So, recognize the comfort zone for what it truly is, not a sanctuary, but a subtle trap that lulls you into complacency while your potential remains untapped. Embrace the discomfort of action, for it is in that very discomfort that true growth and extraordinary achievement reside. Section 4. The Irresistible Force, How Small Steps Unleash a Tidal Wave of Momentum. The journey towards significant achievements can often feel overwhelming. A vast and daunting landscape stretching out before you. It's easy to get discouraged by the sheer scale of your ambitions and feel paralyzed by the enormity of the task ahead. But here's a powerful and encouraging principle. Success isn't usually the result of one giant leap. It's the cumulative effect of small, consistent actions, the gradual buildup of an unstoppable force known as momentum. Tony Robbins understands this fundamental truth intimately, declaring that momentum is the most powerful force on this planet. Think about trying to push a stalled car. The initial push requires significant effort, and the car might barely budge. But with each successive push, the car begins to roll more easily, till eventually it gains enough momentum to move forward with relative ease. The same principle applies to your goals. Start with small, manageable actions, and with each consistent step, you'll build an irresistible momentum that carries you forward. He even encourages immediate, seemingly insignificant physical actions, like doing a few push-ups, to prove that energy is created, not waited for, and that even the smallest act of movement can initiate a positive chain reaction. Jordan Peterson beautifully illustrates this concept, describing real change as being built brick by brick on small, consistent victory. Think of constructing a magnificent building. It doesn't materialize overnight. It requires the careful and consistent placement of individual bricks, one upon another. Similarly, your grandest ambitions are realized through the accumulation of small, consistent wins. He introduces the concept of compounding effort, highlighting that these seemingly insignificant daily actions, though perhaps not glamorous or immediately rewarding, are the fundamental building blocks of extraordinary results over time. Napoleon Hill eloquently emphasizes the dynamic interplay between action and momentum, stating that action creates inspiration, motion creates momentum. Think of a flywheel. It takes effort to get it spinning initially, but once it gains momentum, it requires far less energy to keep it rotating. Your initial steps towards your goals might feel challenging, but with each consistent action, you generate a positive feedback loop where progress fuels further action, creating a powerful and self-sustaining momentum. He stresses that it's not the size of the step that matters most, but the unwavering commitment to keep stepping day after day, no matter what. That's what builds power. That's what builds identity. He powerfully concludes that momentum is mechanical. It's dependable. It's real. Dr. Joda's teachings also subtly align with this principle. By consistently focusing your thoughts and intentions, and by taking small, congruent actions, you begin to create a new energetic reality, a new momentum in your life that aligns with your desired outcomes. Think of it as rewiring your internal navigation system, calibrating it with each small, deliberate step you take towards your destination. So don't be daunted by the enormity of your goals. Instead, focus on taking one small, manageable step today and then another tomorrow. Embrace the power of consistent action and watch as the seemingly insignificant steps you take begin to coalesce into an unstoppable force of momentum, propelling you towards the extraordinary life you envision. Section 5. The Ultimate Empowerment. Why owning your life is the first step to changing it. In the pursuit of our aspirations, it's often tempting to look outward, to attribute our successes and failures to external circumstances, to blame our upbringing, our environment, or even just plain bad luck for the obstacles we face. But the masters of achievement converge on a profound and empowering truth. The first and most crucial step towards creating the life you desire is the unwavering acceptance of radical responsibility. It's about recognizing that you are the primary architect of your own reality, that your choices, your actions, and even your inactions are the fundamental forces shaping your destiny. Tony Robbins cuts through any ambiguity with a direct and powerful statement. You are where you are right now because of the standard you've accepted for yourself. That's it. Think about it. The level of success you've achieved, the quality of your relationships, your physical well-being. These are all, in large part, a reflection of the standards you've consciously or unconsciously set for yourself. He emphasizes the profound connection between your personal standards and your life's outcomes. Your life is a direct reflection of the standard you hold yourself to. Jordan Peterson, with his insightful understanding of human psychology, presents responsibility not as a burden, but as the antidote to chaos. Think about the feeling of being adrift, of being at the mercy of external forces. Taking responsibility is like seizing the rudder of your ship, providing direction and purpose in the face of uncertainty. He reminds us that our accountability extends beyond the present moment. You are accountable not just to your present self, but to the person you're becoming. Every choice you make today has a ripple effect on the future version of yourself. Napoleon Hill, in his timeless wisdom, identifies taking full responsibility for your actions and results as one of the most empowering decisions you can make in life. Think about the feeling of being powerless, of being a victim of circumstance. Excuses, he argues, are the tools of this disempowerment. Excuses give your power away. Responsibility brings it back home. When you stop blaming external factors and take ownership of your outcomes, you reclaim your agency, your ability to influence and shape your reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza's perspective aligns beautifully with this principle. He empowers us with the understanding that we are not victims of circumstance. The truth is, you have the ability to force yourself to achieve your goals. Think about the limitations you've accepted as fixed. Dr. Dispenza's work suggests that these limitations are often self-imposed, rooted in our beliefs and our unwillingness to take responsibility for changing them. He powerfully states, when you take responsibility for your life, you recognize that you are the creator of your circumstances, and you have the power to change them at any time. So let go of the tendency to blame external factors. Embrace the empowering truth of radical responsibility. Recognize that you are the driver of your own life, and that your choices, your actions, and your unwavering commitment to taking ownership are the keys to unlocking your full potential and creating the extraordinary life you deserve. Section 6. The Alchemy of Transformation. How consistent action forges a new you. The journey of personal growth and achievement is not merely about acquiring new skills or attaining external markers of success. At its deepest level, it's about a fundamental transformation of your very identity, about becoming the person who is capable of achieving those goals effortlessly. This profound shift occurs not through wishful thinking or passive desire, but through the consistent and deliberate act of aligning your actions with the person you aspire to be. Tony Robbins challenges us to actively embody our future selves. Start acting like your future best self. Think about the qualities you admire in successful individuals, their discipline, their resilience, their unwavering commitment. Start consciously cultivating those qualities in your own life, even in small ways. He issues a compelling call to action. Make a choice right now, because life isn't waiting for you. If you don't force yourself to move, to act, to step up, your dreams will find someone else who will. Jordan Peterson delves into the transformative power of consistent, even uncomfortable action. He explains that these actions don't just get you closer to your goals. They transform you. They turn you into someone you never thought you could be. Think about a challenging experience you overcame. Didn't that experience shape you, build your character, and reveal strengths you never knew you possessed? He powerfully states, you become someone who must succeed. You rewire your mind. You upgrade the way you see yourself. You don't just change your habits, you change your standards. Napoleon Hill emphasizes the profound impact of consistent decisiveness on shaping your identity. He asserts that hesitation dies when decisiveness becomes your identity. Think about individuals you know who are known for their decisive nature. Their ability to make swift and confident choices isn't just a behavior, it's an integral part of who they are. He further explains that discipline feels hard at first, but over time it becomes your identity. And once something becomes your identity, it becomes effortless. You don't force yourself to act. It's who you are, and that is power. Dr. Joe Dispenza's work explores the intricate connection between our thoughts, emotions, and actions in shaping our reality and our identity. He emphasizes the power of consciously reprogramming our minds by replacing self-doubting thoughts with empowering ones and consistently acting in alignment with our desired future self. Think of it as actively rewriting the narrative of who you believe you are. By consistently acting with intention and purpose, you begin to embody the qualities of the person you aspire to be, effectively rewiring your brain and creating a new, empowered identity. So understand that achieving your goals is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the journey of becoming the person who is capable of residing in that reality. Embrace the power of consistent, purposeful action, for it is through this alchemy that you will not only achieve your dreams, but fundamentally transform into the most powerful and capable version of yourself. Section 7. The Price of Progress. Why Embracing Discomfort Unlocks Your Potential. The pursuit of a truly extraordinary life is often paved with challenges, setbacks, and moments of discomfort. It's tempting to shy away from these experiences, to seek out ease and avoid anything that feels difficult or painful. However, the profound wisdom of our guiding voices reveals a crucial truth. Discomfort is not an obstacle to be avoided. It is an essential catalyst for growth and transformation. Tony Robbins offers a powerful and memorable contrast. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Think about the short-term discomfort of pushing yourself through a challenging workout versus the long-term pain of physical decline and unfulfilled potential. The immediate effort might feel arduous, but the long-term consequences of inaction are far more significant. Jordan Peterson states this principle with characteristic directness. Pain is the price you pay for progress. He argues that true growth only happens under pressure, and that it is in those moments of discomfort, of facing challenges head-on, that our character and resilience are truly forged. Think about the most significant achievements in human history. They were rarely accomplished in an environment of ease and comfort. They often emerged from periods of intense struggle, innovation, born out of necessity, and breakthroughs achieved through sheer perseverance in the face of adversity. Napoleon Hill reinforces this idea, asserting that the pain of doing something uncomfortable is nothing compared to the regret of staying still. Think about the opportunities you might have missed, the skills you might have developed, the experiences you might have had if you had been willing to step outside your comfort zone and embrace temporary discomfort. He believes that growth is inherently challenging, often messy, and rarely linear. It's in navigating those difficult terrains that we truly expand our capabilities and discover our inner strength. Dr. Joe Dispenza's teachings also implicitly support this concept. The process of rewiring your brain, of changing deeply ingrained habits and thought patterns, often involves a degree of mental and emotional discomfort. It requires consciously challenging old beliefs, stepping outside familiar routines, and persisting through moments of doubt and resistance. Think of it as breaking through old, rigid structures to build something new and stronger. So reframe your perception of discomfort. Instead of viewing it as a signal to stop, recognize it as a signpost indicating that you are on the verge of growth. Embrace the challenges, push through the difficult moments, and understand that the temporary pain of disciplined action and stepping outside your comfort zone is a small price to pay for the profound and lasting rewards of personal growth and the achievement of your most significant aspirations. Section 8. Conclusion. So what's the ultimate takeaway from this journey into the imperative of action and discipline? It's this: the extraordinary life you envision isn't waiting for you to feel motivated, for the stars to align perfectly, or for all your fears to magically vanish. It's waiting for you to decide, right here, right now, to embrace the power that lies within your ability to act consistently and with unwavering discipline. We've seen how the myth of motivation can keep you tethered to inaction, how the courage of action can slay the dragons of fear, and how the comfort zone, while alluring, can become the very cage that limits your potential. We've explored the incredible force of momentum, built brick by brick through small, consistent steps, and the profound empowerment that comes with taking radical responsibility for your life. And perhaps most importantly, we've uncovered the transformative alchemy of consistent action, the process through which you not only achieve your goals, but fundamentally become the person capable of sustaining that success. Remember Tony Robbins' powerful call to set a higher standard, Jordan Peterson's wisdom on discipline as the true gatekeeper, Napoleon Hill's warning against the trap of waiting for motivation, and Dr. Joe Dispenza's insights into the power of focused intention and consistent effort. These are not just abstract concepts. They are the practical principles that underpin every significant achievement in human history. The moral of this topic isn't about finding some secret hack or shortcut to success. It's about recognizing the inherent power you already possess, the power to choose action over inaction, discipline over procrastination, and growth over comfort. The advice is simple, yet profound. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Create it. Stop waiting to feel ready. Become ready through the act of doing. Stop negotiating with your excuses. Start negotiating with your potential. The path to your dreams isn't paved with good intentions. It's built with consistent, disciplined action, taken day after day, regardless of how you feel in the moment. This isn't about striving for perfection from the outset. It's about embracing imperfect action, learning from your missteps, and allowing momentum to carry you forward. It's about understanding that the greatest investment you can make is in yourself, in your capacity to act with intention and discipline. So take a deep breath, connect with that burning desire within you, and ask yourself, what is one small, tangible action I can take today, right now, that will move me closer to that vision? And then, go do it. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just take that first step, because in that single act of conscious movement lies the power to break free from the shackles of stagnation and unleash the extraordinary force that resides within you. Now that you've absorbed this powerful truth about the imperative of action and discipline, it's time to put it into practice. Don't let this knowledge remain a passive observation. Let it become the catalyst for real change in your life. If this message resonated with you, if it sparked a flicker of that inner force we've been discussing, then take a moment to acknowledge that by hitting the like button. It not only helps us reach more individuals who are ready to break free from the cycle of inaction, but also serves as your own small commitment to embracing this philosophy. To continue on this journey of unlocking your full potential, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're dedicated to bringing you more insights, strategies, and inspiration to help you build a life of purpose, achievement, and unwavering momentum. And finally, we want to hear from you. What is the one key takeaway from this video that you are committed to implementing in your life starting today? Share your thoughts, your commitments, and your experiences in the comments below. Let's create a community of action takers, a collective of individuals who understand that the power to shape their destiny lies not in wishful thinking, but in the consistent application of disciplined effort. Your comments not only fuel our channel, but also serve as powerful reminders for yourself and inspiration for others. So, take that first step right now, engage with this video, share your commitment, and let's embark on this journey of radical action and unwavering discipline together. The power to change your life is not some distant dream. It's within your grasp, waiting for you to act. Grateful to have you here. In the next video, we'll continue the journey toward becoming your most empowered self. See you there.